Warning, the following episode contains mature subject matter. That as we check in with Hiatus, a VTuber with the Mythos VTuber agency. Recently attending TwitchCon in San Diego this past weekend, Hiatus in the early morning hours sending out this concerning tweet, alerting her followers that one of her drinks had been spiked. Attending that party with her was Apollo, also of Mythos, alongside another member of that agency, Clotho. Apollo updating us with, guys, she's okay right now, she's safe with me and our friends. We're fine and together. Please be careful and stay safe, everyone. Further updating, we're both resting up now. Again, she's safe with me and Clotho and our friends. We're both a little nauseous, but we're hydrating right now. Please never take your eyes off your drink. Stay together and close. Night night, everyone, and thank you for checking up on us too. Hiatus later that morning providing this update, saying, I am awake now. We don't know what exactly happened to me last night other than I just wasn't okay. I was in no state to go to the hospital as I don't have insurance, and so I did not receive any tests to see if something was in my system. We only suspect my drink may have been spiked due to how sick and horrible and drunk I felt after only 2 drinks, even 3 to 4 hours out from leaving the bar. I felt very wrong and overall not okay. I was in a terrible headspace and honestly should not have been tweeting, and I apologize for anyone I may have worried. Thankfully, my friends took care of me, so I am safe no matter what caused me to feel that way. Clotho also sending an update saying, Hiatus, Apollo, and I are fine. I went to the 7-Eleven to make sure we all had water. I love my goddesses and will not let anything happen to them. Hiatus further updating, thank you so much to everyone who was checked up on me. I am eating now after sleeping for a bit. I had woken up and was throwing up stomach acid nonstop, but I am okay now. I love Apollo so much for pulling me out of that situation and keeping me safe. Due to this, though, I will not be attending any parties unless they are controlled and the people are known. As for drinking, I won't be doing it for the rest of the trip besides bottled beverages. This all also bringing us over to the undead goth moth Imuiki, responding to Hiatus with, I was also roofied last night at a VIP party that hosted by Blurp, a service that offers sounds, on-screen emotes, and AI text to speech for creators to use on their streams. I'm safe and okay, had a wonderful group of friends to help me. Stay safe, gamers, and cover your drinks. I've been roofied before, so I knew the signs. I couldn't move my entire body for a good 40 minutes. Thank F for the friends I have, but genuinely F Blurp for having drink covers and not giving them out. I'll talk about it when I get home more, but I'm just shaken up and pissed. My friends had to carry my limp body back to the Airbnb when we just wanted to have a nice party. Do better, Blurp. Orca Whale VTuber Orca-chan also chiming in, giving their Blurp party statement, stating, very thankful that everyone I know who did get roofied was all with friends and got home safe and was around good people. I was fortunate to have noticed my drink was roofied and only had sips as it was in water. I'm very thankful for my friends for helping me get home safe and trying to keep me calm. I feel so upset and mad at whoever did this to me and my friends, as my friends weren't so lucky and didn't notice and got the full effect. I really hope next year they do better at keeping the parties more secure and actually keep to the guest list, as I'm sure whoever did this was someone who snuck in. Imuiki also providing a further statement regarding this 2024 Friday TwitchCon Blurp VIP party, saying to start with, this was mostly a VTuber party full of larger creators who were not wearing their usual facial disguises and coverings, meaning we all thought it was a safe space to vibe and meet other creators. And it was for a little. About 2 hours into it, the party started getting a bit more crowded, and I remember thinking I didn't see this many people on the guest list we had all registered for, i.e. the security to a VIP party was S. One of my close friends noticed their water tasted funny and only took a few sips but started filling off, which I knew was most likely a low-grade roofie. While waiting for their Uber with them, I notified the security guard that she was most likely roofied. The security guard yelled at us for taking up the walkway. Shortly after she was picked up, it hit me hard. Now, for context, I have been roofied before, so I know how it feels, but this was something much, much more severe. Once I started feeling heavy and unable to read, well, I immediately ran to the bartenders, who I befriended, to let them know I had been roofied and to take precautions. I was informed at that point that they had drink covers and were not handing them out. My friends, thank God they were there, had to carry my limp, hyperventilating body out of the party, which was soon blocked off by the fire marshals for overcrowding. For about 2 hours after that, I would only move my mouth, mumbling, and my eyelids. My point in this is that it was a VIP party with major creators there who felt it was a safe environment to demask. They had drink covers and did nothing, and security was S and started letting God knows who in after a few hours. They had a responsibility to take care of us and did not. My con was ruined, and I spent the rest of it shaken up and scared to drink anything but water. Do better, Blurp. Blurp responding to this and getting this VTuber's name wrong, saying, hey, Emily, this is the second case we've heard of someone that got their drink spiked, and we're so upset that happened to you and so glad you are recovering okay. Unfortunately, we did not have any drink covers for the party, nor did we communicate that we will have any. But at future parties, we will be sure to provide them. Please let us know if there's anything we can do to help you through this. This VTuber correcting them on their name and further saying, I'm not okay, and even without the drink covers, it was your responsibility at a VIP invite-only party with several quote-unquote big names to make sure the only people allowed in were on the list. Drink covers or not, this is on you. Blurp further responding, sorry, it auto-corrected. Everyone that got in was manually approved by us and our sponsors. The venue capacity was 350 and we only let 325 on the roof, and at one point 15 had to wait for others to leave to get in. There were no +1s or otherwise that were allowed in without an invitation. We denied nearly 500 plus RSVPs for the event. There was security at check-in to get a wristband, security to get onto the elevators, and security to get onto the roof itself. We absolutely agree we should have had drink covers for all guests. As we stated in our direct message to you, we'd be happy to discuss options to make this right to you and any other guests that were affected. Now bringing us over to the heavy metal elf goth news tuber, Ilara, bringing on stream the Dinosaur King VTuber Redclaw, who had also attended this party and clarified many points, stating that this event was run by tech bros and not an event planner. This being evidenced by the head of Blurp mitigating issues during the party. Also clarifying there were two parties happening at the time. A post-TwitchCon after party, allowing for general admission at $15 US and bringing in 1,800 people, and then a separate, more exclusive VTuber party. That being the one that Blurp had said they had only allowed 325 people into. Redclaw elaborating that +1s were not allowed, with many of the VIPs getting into this party thinking that due to them being approved, they would have a +1, and in order to get in, you needed a QR code. However, these QR codes did not expire, meaning you could simply send your QR code to anyone and they could very likely get into this VIP party. Redclaw further confirming they were not checking bags, only IDs and for the QR code to get in. Redclaw adding a disturbing detail regarding last year's TwitchCon in Las Vegas, stating at that event there was a group of guys prowling on girls. And now this year, those very same men had appeared at this VIP party for VTubers. Redclaw confirming that the fire marshal did show up at this VIP party due to overcrowding, and also further clarifying Twitch had nothing to do with this particular party. You can watch more on those statements with the link below. That as this weekend, Redclaw will be joining others, such as Akifae, Papa Mutt, and Prism this Sunday, September 29th for World Heart Day, as who had also attended that VIP party was Buff Pup, this werewolf VTuber showing off their Bleed Purple statue, achieving 5 million hours watched on Twitch. Buff Pup disparaging this party as well, being told by fellow VHBON member iCandy that security was hard blocking those that either did not have 300,000 followers on Twitch or 3,000 concurrent viewers. That number later in the evening going up to 1 million followers on Twitch and 5,000 concurrent viewers. In the aftermath of this, VNU's Maeve Kagakiri remarking if you're traveling to TwitchCon, please be careful. Please try to surround yourself with people you trust, especially when going to bars. Never set down your drink, never hand it to someone you don't know. Always carry spiked drink testers with you. Always be mindful about your alcohol intake. It may feel silly, but it is always better to be safe than sorry. And returning back to the Mythos girls, Apollo is here with Morning Sun Drops. You know, ignoring all that, I still enjoyed myself nonetheless. I've gotten closer with my Mythos more than ever and bonded. We're family now. I had yummy food. I dreamed to eat. I walked around signing people's cards, hugging, and pictures. It was still amazing for me. I want to remember that part, so thank you really for making me feel welcomed here. Hades herself later the next day also enjoying her time at the Issa concert and also saying, overall, I'm glad I came to TwitchCon and seen friends and made new ones, but I am glad to be going home soon. I miss streaming and I miss my little community. Thank you for making my life better. Also with Mythos and at TwitchCon was Aries, celebrating her balloon day at the event, along with racking up 1,000 subscribers on her VOD channel. That is this weekend, Mythos is adding even more goddesses. The new wave entitled Arcanum beginning their debuts this Saturday, September 28th at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, introducing us to Hermes, Dionysus, and Hephaestus. But we're we're not done with TwitchCon just yet, as we have the Space Gardener VTuber Fumi attending the Sajam Slam Street Fighter 6 tournament at TwitchCon, receiving some congratulations from the Wazzler himself, Justin Wong, but also sharing this has been brought up quite a few times privately, so I'd like to address it this one time publicly. Unfortunately, yes, during my matches at Twitch Rivals, there were a few angles of the camera that looked up my dress. I'm not thrilled it happened, but it is what it is, and at the end of the day, I can have a good laugh about it with friends. However, I understand that being forced to be invasive to something like that can make others uncomfortable, and I'm sorry for any discomfort during the slam. At the end of the day, I don't want to point fingers or blame anyone. Mistakes happen, and I'm just glad it was me and no one else. I hope moving forward, things can be addressed by Twitch internally, so my peers aren't affected by something like that as well. That's all. Sajam himself replying, "There's no need for you to apologize, and I'm sorry it happened. This is something I was planning to bring up in the post-event meeting. The cameras were terribly framed in multiple places for this." Fumi further replying, "No worries at all. It doesn't affect my enjoyment of the slam, and these things happen for sure. As long as Twitch is aware for next time, that's all I can really ask for, so thank you so much for taking the time to let them know." Twitch at their convention announcing that bans on the platform will be now more transparent, stating that in chat, an excerpt from the messages will be sent to the user in an email. Streamers will be sent clips of their violations so they understand why they were banned, and also streamers and chatters will be able to appeal. This as earlier in the month, Twitch support was here saying, "We're investigating issues with some payouts not being processed and delivered. This issue later being reported as resolved," as then kicking off this week were numerous VTubers being indefinitely suspended from the platform. These streamers being given the reason of a terms of service violation, such as using stolen payment information to purchase Twitch bits and or using botted or stolen accounts to use Twitch bits. The violation occurring in purchases or payouts. VTubers being affected such as Harabel, Akira Virtual, Aiden Rogue, Nox, Bree, Wispy Witch, Trisnow, Pertato, Smoktane, Reina, Canalita, Ingenios, Calamity Kira, Dino, and more. Noticing this trend was another newstuber, that being Lydia Nikazawa. Herself being censored by Twitch for over a week, being warned that her streams contained actual themes. Lydia pushing back on that decision, and upon seeing these indefinite suspensions saying, "I'm seeing an insane amount of Twitch VTubers getting hit by quote-unquote using stolen payment information to buy Twitch bits today." Lydia compiling a thread of those who were hit, and that receiving the attention from Daniel Clancy, the CEO of Twitch, responding to Lydia with, "Just saw this, looking into it." Select other IRL streamers also being hit with this error, such as Lamona Gogo, Panda, Sumi, and Kato. Twitch support later saying, "We've received several reports of these accidental suspensions. These have now been reverted by the appropriate team. They'll be following up with affected users by way of their accounts associated email with additional information." Calamity Kira saying, "I seem to be back, but with about 600 followers and heaven knows what else. Thanks Twitch, I have my account back, but the lasting anxiety in me will never go away." No notice, by the way, just community members saying they see me again. As numerous other content creators have also stated they did not receive any communication from Twitch that their accounts were back and that their payment status is still reading as suspended. That next bringing us over to Shy Lily. This Orca VTuber sharing, "I will be having an interview with the CEO of Twitch, Dan Clancy, on my channel. It will be about VTubers and Twitch. Let me know if you have any questions for him." Bao the Whale responding, "Why does it seem that VTubers seem to have different strictness of guidelines as opposed to facecam streamers?" Fifi with, "What is Twitch's response to VTubers that are leaving for other platforms because they feel like they're being targeted or treated unfairly?" Numi asking, "Why was I banned in 2022?" Skew-chan asking, "Will we ever get the boobies back to art category?" Respectfully. VShojo's Giga with, "I feel like Twitch's events, marketing, and anything internally run tend to focus on lifting up facecam streamers of many sizes and rarely feature VTubers who aren't the top 2 to 3 highest in CCV. Is there any plan or path to changing this and helping us integrate any better?" Well, Cosmic Dragon Vienna is here saying, "I would love for more VTuber front page opportunities and events to be supported by Twitch, since a big focus on VTubing is expensive events, debuts, animated music videos, and unique and creative content. These projects cost thousands and are all showcased on Twitch." That turning us over to 3AM's Koki, tweeting at Dan Clancy and saying, "Mr. Clancy, if I may, I was promised a front page slot on the carousel for completing the Hype Challenge reward tier last year, and your employees have jerked me around since January about getting this slot that my community earned. If I recall correctly, this was a level 8 reward, so it was very hard to earn. After months of dropped communication and empty promises, your staff was finally going to make it up to me by finally giving me my date on the 17th. However, that fell through somehow and I never got it. I even checked my analytics when it directly tells you what your traffic is from the front page carousel. I'm really disappointed because I was raising money for a charity for the Sato Dogs of Puerto Rico, a charity that's very special to me, and I had been delaying this very special stream for months and finally got my date settled, only to have it pulled out from under me again. I've sent 2 emails to your employees since last week about not receiving my slot, and I haven't heard a word back. I'm beyond frustrated at this point. May I please request you directly look into this? It's been 9 months. Thank you. I'm sorry I have to ask you directly and on Twitter of all places, but 9 months of trying to settle this with your staff only has me left feeling helpless about the whole situation. Podge responding and saying they didn't put me on the front page last month during my slot either, and I did a huge 9-hour event for that day. I know you put a ton of work into that stream, and it's awful that you've been jerked around for so long. That is next we have VShojo's ironmouse, who even during the HoloJP event was still the top most watched VTuber this past weekend, and also being featured by Twitch. The platform creating a mini documentary that traced the journey for first dreams to big dreams to find out what goes into getting the Bleed Purple statue. ironmouse receiving a statue for 50 million hours watched on the platform, while with 5 million hours watched on the platform also is Sender, saying thank you for staying by my side and giving me the chance to keep doing what I love, along with Lord Athelston, saying this was all way more than I deserve or ever expected. I'm lucky to have lived these experiences everyone has given me. Thank you, Castle Bros. Onwards forever. This all while last night, ironmouse has now broken her sub record, topping her total subbed record from last year's subathon, and still now at this time secured in the number 4 all-time slot. ironmouse at the time tweeting out, "We did it, we smashed it. Thank you to my amazing community for changing my life." Longtime friend and manager Roxy saying, "Well done, ironmouse. You surpassed last year's sub count as a worm nonetheless. September is not over yet, and there is only one way to go from here, and that's up and over the mountain. Love you." Half the proceeds of the subathon going to the Immune Deficiency Foundation, and also tweeting at Mouse, huge congratulations to ironmouse for becoming the most subscribed creator on Twitch. So well deserved. Thank you for all you do for the primary Immune Deficiency Foundation. Mouse receiving tons of congratulations, including that even by Jacksepticeye, saying congrats, you're doing amazing things. This all while Yoxic was here saying, can someone tell me why 200,000 people are subbing to a fictional character on his screen? This tweet being community noted and saying, although ironmouse is using a virtual avatar, the person behind her is a real human being and not fictional. CDogVA replying, how parasocial do you have to be to care when someone has more subs than your favorite streamer? Shoto here with ironmouse donates to charities, regularly supports artists' livelihoods, and loves streaming more than anyone I know, all while being bedridden from her autoimmune disease. I hope more people can overcome their prejudice. That is a VTuber model and realize she's just a genuinely amazing person who deserves every single sub she receives. Pirate Software responding to that saying she's ironmouse and is currently running a subathon where 50% of the revenue goes to the IDF community. Support people doing rad S with their platform. Don't tear them down because you can't spend a second finding out who they are. Takahata here with all streamers are fictional characters, while Pippi Slayer would tweet, I don't know who needs to hear this, but VTubers are real people. Now, because imagine these people think we AI-generated chatbots or scripted voice-acted characters. If Kai were to use a PNG instead of a face cam, would that make him a fictional character? Lucy responding, biggest number good, slightly smaller number bad. My streamer should have bigger number than your fictional character streamer. While Rikami is stating, I see hate on VTubers all the time, but this one time irritates me. ironmouse getting hate is from people who specifically have never watched her. People being upset about success of another literally shows how ugly you are. That is beginning today. Twitch's bonus gifted subs promotion is on now. For every 5 gifted subs, Twitch will gift at least 1. OBKTCat noticing this and saying Twitch taking the leaderboards in ironmouse's chat right now, while VJin is here saying big congrats to Salem Silent Grave on winning ironmouse's VTuber Academy. Also congrats to runners-up Potastic Panda and Adriana Figueroa, who will also receive $1,000 VJin credits. We're so happy to support your VTubing journey and can't wait for your next chapters. And while one of ironmouse's future models is currently being rigged right now by Suika on stream, that is ironmouse would also produce this rare doodle of all of the VShojo members. VShojo last night sending out perhaps one of their most confusing tweets ever. That being this upcoming event saying get ready for the first ever VShojo stamp rally. The image reading, collab with other VShojo members to earn their stamp and compete to to see who can collect everyone's stamps the fastest. Giving these rules of collabs have to be live streamed for at least 2 hours long. Only one-on-one collabs will earn a stamp. Group collabs will not count towards a stamp. Only one collab per day will be counted. This event running from October to December, and making many wonder if other VTubers could be a part of this, or if viewers could be a part of this. The text of the tweet actually reading, talents will be competing to see who can collect the most stamps the fastest within a 12-week period. Want to be involved? We'll be releasing digital stamps and cards on October 1st. But for further clarification, VShojo would say Stamp Rally will be a competition for VShojo talents only. The digital stamps and cards will be available on October 1st for you to keep track of each talent's progress. Talents such as Michi Mochivi now offering up this new model reference sheet that is designed by Raiju Nara. That model's rigging coming by way of Kevin X, while Michi would also credit dog VTuber Susu Awu for the real Michi. Susu saying of this model, this was so fun to rig and animate. And who is also animated this weekend is VShojo's Kei-san, taking part in the Tokyo Game Show this weekend with Sega, while also going on to show off these behind-the-scenes photos of character-inspired concoctions. That is, we're still loving the Watson concoction by Amelia Watson of HoloLive English, recently solving mysteries with Fuwamoko, and now posting up her final schedule. That before suspending numerous general activities at the end of this month. Amelia this Saturday on September 28th planning a Ocean charity stream. The next day on Sunday, September 29th, planning the final full HoloMyth collab alongside a members unarchived karaoke to follow. As then this Monday, September 30th, Amelia will be holding her final stream and very potentially delaying our next episode. The Soball U2s is here with the internet's favorite detective and shark girl make their U2's debut on September 29th at 3 p.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Set your alarms, the show will begin soon. Amelia also seen in this merchandise. All Live Production English tweeting out, commemoration merch for the Chapter 1 of Enigmatic Recollection is currently under production, offering up an acrylic diorama, cards, and the silhouettes of acrylic stands. Numerous artists celebrating Amelia with these movie references, including Aperture, Virtual Kuoka, and Azura, giving us the quote, "In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night." Stating on stream that she had wished she collabed more with Watson, as they do share a lot of common interests, was HoloLive English's Oro Crony. Crony tweeting out, "My second original song is dropping today," that being at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. As released last night is a brand new cover song released by the members of Holo Advent, celebrating 1 year with HoloLive devices Regloss, performing Shunkin' Heartbeat. Earlier, the members of Regloss celebrating the Advent 1-year anniversary by singing Rebellion. Also, as a part of Holo Advent, of course, is Shiori Novella, taking part in the upcoming Anime Impulse event. That taking place in the Bay Area on October 12th through the 13th, alongside Akai Hato. Meet and greet sessions now open for 3 minutes and $85 a piece. The Soball Hachima is currently in America and posting numerous photos, being joined alongside Best Girl Roboco. Roboco tweeting out in both English and Japanese, logged into this world from a GTA amusement park, and is amazed how close it is to Grand Theft Auto. Also with HoloLive Indonesia, we have Mona Hoshinova, now celebrating 1 million views on the HoloID Gen 1 song from 8 months ago, and also taking part in Mermaid Festa. That song premiering with numerous new designs for all 3 generations of HoloID, including Gen 1, Gen 2, and Gen 3. Gen 3 member Vestia Zeta also coming to us with an update, revealing that for now, she has moved to Japan. Artist Green Tea showing off Zeta's new home in Japan. While lastly, with HoloLive Indonesia Gen 3, we also have Kobo Kanaru. Keen Biscuit here with this animation, saying I animated the Bitaru bumper for Kobo Kanaru's collaboration with Honda. Thank you, Cover and AHM, for the opportunity. This was the biggest project I took on, and I also designed the hoodie and custom Honda beat. This artist later showing off the hoodie here. Further along, we're back with Sunny Splosion. This VTuber returning in October and saying, seeing everyone tweet about TwitchCon, I'm definitely going next year. And then further posting up this photograph, saying, look what I got. It's the old type. Guess I've had it for a while, huh? I'll treat myself to a new version when I hit 200,000 subscribers, and we're suddenly at 194,000. Thank you all for getting me so close to such a major milestone. And further along, we have Usan, earlier this year taking part in the 3D concert Invincible Melody with Shoto. Usan now tweeting out about this event, hello, I just wanted to follow up because I haven't received any compensation from Phase of Euphoria. Additionally, I have also covered a significant amount of expenses that you were originally supposed to bear. However, including a warning letter I sent, it's kept ignored. It will mean a lot if you can proceed with your payment. That not stopping this VTuber saying, I know my words would be twisted anyway, so I'd rather address them by singing, going on to release yet another song entitled The Epic Vocal Battle War Against Zunchan Has Begun. And now we have the VTuber agency FaZe Connect announcing new 3D debuts. FaZe Origins has broken free, oh no. Get ready to meet their small but mighty selves in full chibi glory. Join the fun on September 28th, this Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, for their 3D chibi debuts. Also with FaZe Connect, we have Amelia racking up 75,000 YouTube subscribers. And later this weekend, on Sunday, September 29th at 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern, revealing a brand new outfit, saying here's a silhouette if you want to try your hand at predictions, hashtag he may drip. As also soon to show off new drip is Wild Spice with Oshi Link. This demon idol receiving this announcement, your local whole demon Wild Spice is coming out of her cocoon with a new look, now with legs. This Model 2.0 debut occurring this Sunday, September 29th at 11:30 Eastern, 8:30 Pacific. And while we have production Kawaii's Shiicho, now celebrating becoming a Twitch affiliate, we also have the captive hag, Camisole Corzette, now hitting Twitch partner. Sox Agency saying congratulations to Camisole for hitting partner on Twitch. So while this VTuber is currently running a partner celebration subathon this week, as it was also celebrating was Idol ES's Taiga Toragami, now releasing a brand new cover and receiving a belated birthday drop. Idol here with get a specially designed Taiga shirt, special voice pack, even a special message celebrating Taiga's birthday all month long. And with Astroline, we have Alfioda. Astroline recently sending out this happy birthday to their beloved Valkyrie. Alfie saying, today we celebrated my birthday. It was a humble celebration due to me moving, but I'm glad I could spend it with people I love, you guys. Thank you for all the gifts, subs, and well wishes, and for accepting me as the weirdo I am. That birthday also being celebrated with new merchandise, including a full-size Dakimakura, mousepad, and mini Ducky keychain, all now available for a limited time. Also kicking off this weekend are brand new debuts from FalseEyeD. Those debuts beginning on Saturday, September 28th at 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Pacific, and yes, also occurring on Twitch. These second-gen debuts lasting a half hour each and culminating in a collab stream at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. And we're not done yet, as we have Lilybell, the airline mascot VTuber, saying, I'm going back to the skies for a while. Thank you so much for flying with Lilybell Air. Announcing an indefinite hiatus beginning on October 14th. Last stream being on Sunday, October 13th, as the fan Discord server will be closed midnight that night, and the YouTube will be archived at the same time. Lilybell beginning their VTuber journey June of 2020 and saying, thank you everyone for understanding, for supporting, for caring and loving and being there, and for those who have become my friends. And we also have the Crow VTuber, Aria Corve, also announcing a hiatus. That last stream scheduled for this Friday, September 27th at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. This Crow saying, thank you to all my friends and fans who have made VTubing incredibly fun for me. I love you all so much. And let's not forget Fluffin debuting this weekend on September 28th, asking for this debut, what should they show first, with 44.7% responding feet. And now with even more things VTubers say, we turn to our co-host, Lae-Dee.
Thanks, False. Cool Banshee and Ranch lover Arrow's Valentine makes their debut on Friday the 13th, with not only a new model, but being able to get on Twitch's front page. With their model art illustrated by Nami Shiron, this Banshee doesn't just have a cute face, as they thank everyone so much for coming to their debut, posting, I can't wait to keep haunting your hearts and laugh even more together. That while also being taken back, having them address this issue by posting, why do more of you want to kiss me in my monster form than my normal cute girl form? Illustrator and light-to-D modeler Diariku releases not only a new outfit, but cover debut, with their new look shown here, as they release their first solo cover, that being the Vengeful one, with animation done by Cedar, along with MV done by Roomski, and the instrumentals done by Gremlin Wereneko, Obi Katy Cat. Ocean Gatekeeper, Faithy Fade, releases a undercover project, that being the Underwater Archives, with parts 1, 2, 3, and 4 now out. With Faithy posting, I love all the confused comments on YouTube as the Underwater Archive story unfolds. 1950s diner waitress Miss Lala reminds you to mark your calendars, as they will be dedicating an entire week to celebrating their birthday starting September 25th, as Miss Lala officially starts their Viahita era, receiving lots of birthday fan art, but also getting surprised as they were featured in one of Figma's big screens made by Twitch. Cozy Wholesome Gamer Silver Veil, in collaboration with Mon Amirai in publishing their game Pocket Waifu on Steam, has now recently achieved overwhelmingly positive reviews. That as Silver Veil would go out to reply, "This is so surreal, I never could have imagined we would get so many nice reviews. I'm so flattered and so glad people are enjoying it." That as there will be new updates coming, as Silver Veil goes out to post, I can't wait to see where it goes in the future. Miori Celesta announces a brand new design update and re-debut announcement, as they would like to emphasize and clarify that their cape is still of average girth and length, and to not make fun of them. The singer and voice actor Jubiphonic announces that they will be voicing Kano from Jellyfish Can't Swim in the Night for the English dub, now streaming on High Dive, while also releasing a brand new English cover, Summertime, in collaboration with Numi, with the music video done by Sky Akame. Jiggly Whale Girl Bao thanks everyone so much for over 1 million views on the Bikini Bottom's first original song, Miss RGB, posting "It's already been 2 months. We poured our hearts and souls into this project, and I'm so glad that it resonated with so many of you." That as Numi would also go out to post "Happy 1 million views to Miss RGB. Never felt so happy and proud of the girlies. I love them so much. I'm grateful every day knowing I have such amazing talented friends in my life." That's all from me, and now back to you, False.
Thank you so much, Lae-Dee. As that is all for this episode, as always, feel free to like, comment, and subscribe below. Send in your VTuber news to our Discord, as we'll have more things VTubers say for you soon.
That by tape. Restart. 1950s diner waitress and why? Restart. Restart. There shall be no boba here. Boba? Boba balls? Snip? Why did I snip? What? Restart. 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 As they emphasize. I bit my mouth. Restart. They emphasize. Restart. Sorry. Restart. I think that's good. I think we're good. Okay. Restart. Announces that they will be the English dub actor. Restart. No boobies allowed. Bye, boobies. I'll miss you. Restart.